term polymer comes from the Greek word poly and Mars. Poly means the many, we know, and Mars meanings the units. So that means at molecular level, polymer consists of extremely long chain-like molecules. Okay, polymer molecules are typically made up to thousands of repeating chemical units and have molecular weight ranging about 10 to the power 3 to 10 to the power 7. So is it clear now what is a polymer? Okay, now as an illustrated example, consider the single chemical mar shown in figure 5. Go for figure 5 first. See, it is a mar. Mar means C2H4, 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen. It is a unit of ethylene, C2H4. Okay, so it is the basic unit of a polymer, that is why it is called monomer. Okay, now see an illustrative example. Consider the single chemical mar shown in figure 5. This mar is called ethylene, or you may call ethane, and consists of 2 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atom. The two line between the carbon atom the two lines between the carbon atom indicate the double covalent bond, whereas the single line between the hydrogen and carbon atom represent the single covalent bond. That means this double line means the double covalent bond between two carbon atom, and the single line means the single covalent bond between the carbon and hydrogen atom. Now see, the chemical composition of ethylene mar is written C2H4. Okay, that means CH2 double bond CH2. See, those two basic elements can make the ethylene C2H4. Under the proper condition, one of the double covalent bond between the two carbon atom can be broken. See here, under the proper condition, one of the double bond covalent bond between the two carbon atom can be broken. That means this CH2 and CH2 have the two bond between them. If we reach a certain condition or proper condition, you may call, then we can break this one covalent bond very easily, and which allow each of the two carbon atom to form a new covalent bond. When one bond is broken, then the carbon allowed to make a new bond with a carbon atom in neighbor mar. The nearest another, if it find the nearest another ethylene, then it can easily create a bond with that, because here one bond is broken, so it try to fill up this bond, and because of this dryness, it can connect with the nearest another mar. Is it clear? Neighboring mar. In this way, 3 ethylene mar form a new molecule whose atomic weight is 3 times as greater as the initial mar. If n ethylene mar join together, the chemical composition of resulting molecule can be represented C2n H4n, whereas n is the positive integer. In this way, a chain of ethylene mar join together to form a well-known polymer, polyethylene, as shown in figure 6. See here. See, this C2H, it is the basic mar. We know it will connect with this C2H. It will connect with this C2H, and in that way the repeating monomer is connected and connected and connected. In that way the polymer is created. Okay. So a typical polyethylene molecule may contain 50,000 carbon atom or more. 50,000 carbon atom, a polyethylene molecule. The process of causing a monomer to chemically react and form a long molecule in this fashion is called polymerization, and the number of repeating units which make up molecule is called degree of polymerization. Now is it clear? Siddharth, tell. Degree of polymerization means how many mar connect in a polymer to make a polymer. Like here, suppose we have C2N H4N, we make a polymer where N is 4. Okay, that means the C2H4 is repetitive 4 mar create a molecule. In that case, we can call that the degree of polymerization is 4, because 4 mar is repeated to make a chain of polymer. That is why this polymer is created, and the degree of polymerization will be 4. Is it clear, Siddharth? Okay. The single ethylene unit is an example of monomer. Single ethylene unit means this C2H4. The C2H4 is a single ethylene. It is a monomer. At room temperature, a bulk sample of ethylene monomer is low viscosity fluid. If two ethylene monomer bond together, the resulting chemical entity has two repeating unit and is called the dimer. What is the dimer? If two ethylene monomer bond together, the resulting chemical entity has two repeating unit and is called dimer. That means if two ethylene add with each other, then it is called dimer. Similarly, the chemical entity formed by three repeating unit, it is called trimer. Is it clear? What is the dimer and trimer? If two ethylene monomer make a polymer, it is called dimer. If three, then it is trimer. The molecular weight of the dimer is twice that of monomer. What is the weight of one monomer? If you have make a dimer, then twice. The weight of dimer is twice because two monomer is there. Now the molecular weight of trimer is thrice. See, it is a ethylene monomer and it will make with repeating unit, add with that. In that way we make a polymer. To polymerization, most polymer exist as low viscosity fluid known as oligomers. To polymerization, most polymer exist as low viscosity fluid and known as oligomers. From the Greek term oligo means a few and mar mean the unit. So few unit can create a oligomer. An oligomer consists of chemical entity with range of molecular weight typically containing perhaps 1 to 10 mars. Okay, if 1 to 10 mar produce a chain, then we call it oligomers. We already told that. The viscosity of initial fluid oligomers rapidly increase as polymerization occurred and molecular weight increase. Eventually the polymer become more a solid than a fluid Nevertheless, the solid polymer retains some fluid-like feature, that is, all polymer are viscoelastic to some extent. See, every polymer have a elasticity. You can see that you can bend a plastic very easily. This bending nature is called the viscosity. So it is called the viscoelasticity. Because of that, see, the basic mar and these oligomar are in like a fluid. Okay, and now when the more oligomar come together to polymerization, slowly this fluid turn in a solid. But the basic mar was in fluid, that is why the tendency is remain the viscoelasticity. So every polymer, some extent, it has a property of viscoelasticity. It can bend. Okay, is it clear why what is the viscoelasticity? Any plastic equipment like your carry bag, okay, it is a viscoelasticity. If you pull this carry bag, you can see that some extent it will extend it, then it will broke. Okay, this nature is called the viscoelasticity. Or any plastic toy, it should be clear from the above discussion that the polymer does not have a specific molecular weight. Rather, all polymer sample exhibits some range of molecular weight. The average molecular weight is increased as the polymerization process is initiated and degree of polymerization increases. I already told, one monomer have a weight, dimer have a twice, trimer have a 3. If you have 1,000 monomer to create a polymer, then your weight will be into 1,000. So in that way, the number of polymerization, or you may call the degree of polymerization, increase, then your weight of polymer will be increases. Is it clear? As mentioned above, low density polyethylene molecule contain 50,000 carbon atom or more, which correspond to an average molecular weight of the vicinity of 10 to the power 4 or more. Although a polymer is extremely large, it is nevertheless finite, and the molecule chain must eventually terminate. That means when you make a complete polymer, your chain should be terminate. That means it not like a open chain. Anytime again add. Yeah. The chemical entities that bond to end of a polymer molecule are called the N group and are usually different than the repeat unit. So N group has the differ for the monomer, because in that the N group there is a not open chain to add again. It is ended. You may call the sealed. Okay. For commercially available polymers such polyethylene, the chemical nature of the N group is not specified and depend on the polymerization condition and catalyzed use in initiate the polymerization process. So those are the example, those are the properties of a polymer, you may say. So everything is written over here. You go through very good note this is. Now some topic we have to know, that is covalent bond angle. Which is that? As previously discussed, an individual molecule consists of elemental atom bond together via covalent bond. A particularly simple molecule is the gas methane, like CH4. It is a simple unit. In this case, the carbon atom is bonded with the 4 hydrogen atom via 4 single covalent bond. A 3D sketch of the single methane molecule is shown in figure 8. See here, that is like that. A carbon is situated in center and the 4H atom is the 4 corner. It is a 3D view and this angle is 109 degree. So in this case the carbon atom is bonded or and indicated if the single molecule were completely isolated from all other external effect, then the molecule will take on shape of 4-side regular tetrahedron. A covalent bond angle is defined as the angle between the 3 neighboring atoms in a molecule. For example, the bond formed by HCH atom in methane molecule is 190 degree 28. That means this angle is called the covalent angle. The carbon containing the 4 hydrogen atom, the angle between the 2 atoms is called covalent angle. Is it clear? Okay. So here different 3D sketch is given. It is C2H4, C2H6, sorry, and this is CH6. See the tilt. What is a monomer? What is a polymer? This type of question is come, and I go the note will increase. Then you can. What is the use of polymer? Those type of question is come in exam. And then different type which I now study. See the structure. The depending upon the structure. Yeah. You go for the 10 years question. You can find the much more question on the polymer section. Okay, the glass temperature will come. Now we are in the basic step. Till now we not entering the main portion. Okay, and slowly we entering. See the overall polymer molecule structure. The molecular structure of fully polymerized polymer can be classified according to 1 or 3 major types. I already told we read from this previous note. One is linear, another is branch, and another is cross-linked. Okay, these 3 type of molecule structure are shown in symmetrically in figure 11. You can see the figure, you can understand everything. See, this is the linear. That means the only one chain and those all dot is a monomer. Like that way it is make. It is called the linear. Now branch. See what I saw. This is the branch. The one branch is come out from here. Another branch is come out from here. Another branch is come up. Or in that format also your polymer may build. Now the cross-linked. It is the cross-linked. See here, the link is come here, the come here, and in that way the link is made. It is the example of cross-linked. So I think the picture can enough to explain the everything. What is the linear, what is the branch, and cross-link. This question also is come. How many types of the polymer? Okay. Everything written over here with very good illustrative way. You can easily understand. Now this question is come in exam. What What is the thermoplastic versus thermoset polymer? What is the thermoplastic and what is the thermoset? It is come in your exam. Yeah. You can write the three different type: chain type, branch type, crosslink, and draw the picture of simple picture. Bas enough. You will get the minimum 4 marks on that. Very easy question on that. Now this is very important: thermoplastic and thermoset. Suppose that a bulk sample of a linear or branch polymer exists as a solid material at room temperature and is subsequently heated. Due to the increase of thermal energy, the average distance between individual molecular chain is increased as temperature is increased. This results in an increased molecular mobility and decrease in secondary bonding force and macroscopic stiffness. That is, as the molecule move apart, both the intermolecular force of attraction as well as the degree of entanglement is decreased, resulting in a decrease in stiffness at a microscopic level. Eventually, a temperature is reached at which the polymer molecules can slide freely past each other and bulk polymer melt. That is, the polymer can no longer support a shear force. Typically, melting does not occur at a single temperature but rather over temperature range to 15 to 20 degrees centigrade. A polymer that can be melted is called thermoplastic polymer. Is it clear what is the thermoplastic? When we heat, then the bond is loosened up and the distance between one molecule to another molecule is increased. In that way, if we increase the heat, the atom mobility will increase because it can move further. One atom to another atom attraction is loses and then it easily broken. Broken means melted. So if your chain has 1,000 of suppose methane atom, 1,000 of methane atom, in suppose 15 degree temperature 100 of methane atom is broken, then increase your temperatures to 16 degree, another 100 is broken. Now in increase in 17 degree to 500 atoms is broken, and in 20 degree centigrade all atoms is broken and all are melted. So in polymer there should not have any sharp melting point, rather sharp, it has a range of melting point. That is why it is shown 15 to 20 degree centigrade. In between this temperature your polymer will melted, and a polymer that can be melted is called thermoplastic polymer. Clear? What is the thermoplastic polymer? Which can melt by heat. And those polymer are mainly linear and branch polymer, not cross-link polymer. Okay, link and branched. Now, tell Siddharth. You have any questions, Siddharth? Yeah. Not given means I not understand what you say. बोलो. Hmm. 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 हाँ तो फर्स्ट क्लास में ही तो मैंने किया था पॉइंट डिफेक्ट डिफेक्ट के अंदर फ्रैंकलिन. नहीं बुक को ही फॉलो करो अलोंग विद माय नोट क्योंकि वो बुक जो है वो स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मेट में है जो योर सिलेबस है. ओके. दैट टाइम यू ओपन तो दैट टाइम यू ओपन माय नोट. In contrast, a cross-linked polymer cannot be melted. See the above case, which is the example of thermoplastic polymer. It is the linear and branch. Now, cross-linked polymer cannot be melted. Although the average distance between the individual segment of the molecule network are in fact increased as temperature is increased, the cross-link do not allow unrestricted relative motion between the chain segment and eventually limit the molecule motion. Therefore, a cross-linked polymer cannot be melted and can support shear force even at high temperature. Of course, if temperature is raised high enough that covalent bond that form a cross-link as well as the backbone of the molecule chain are broken, chemically degradation occurs and the polymer is destroyed. A polymer cannot be melted is called the thermoset polymer. It is the opposite of a thermoplastic polymer. Is it clear now? Thermoset means, see, the thermoplastic means the polymer which is made by linear or branch polymer. Linear or branch polymer means what? This type, linear chain. So when you heat it, so this distance is increases and easily broken from anywhere. Okay, see, it may be broken from here, it may be broken from here, but in case of cross, see, when the individual pace between two atom increase, the another chain is attract, so cannot broke the chain because it is cross link. That is why those linear and branch type with easily melted by the increasing of temperature, it is called the thermoplastic. But cross-link type is never melted. If you increase the enough temperature, it may destroy but not melt. In that case, it is called the thermostat. Okay. Thermoset polymer. Rest of thing is written over here. You go through the note. Everything very good note is this. This is. I go for the topic which should I told. See, semi-crystalline polymers. It is the another topic. The molecular structure of polymer may be amorphous or semi-crystalline. The The molecular structure of an Amarspora polymer is completely random. That is, the molecular chain are randomly oriented and engaged, entangled, with no discernible pattern. In contrast, in a semi-crystalline polymer, three exist region of highly ordered molecule array. An idealized representation of crystalline region is shown in figure 12. See here. It is the crystalline polymer chain. In that way, this chain. See, this structure is like a crystal structure which we studied earlier. It has a specific length, specific width, and specific number of row. So if this type of structure is maintained, then we can call it the crystalline polymer is formed. Okay. As indicated in the crystalline region, the main backbone of the molecular chain undulates back and forth such that the thickness of the crystalline region is usually 100 angstrom, and the crystalline region, so it is very everything is written over here, just theory, nothing I have to told. I go for the glass transition temperature. It is I have to tell. Wait. See, another topic, conformation versus configuration. As already discussed, segment of an individual polymer molecule can rotate about covalent bond. Such rotation occurs more or less continuously when the polymer is in liquid state. Since these molecules are exceedingly long, even a slight rotation caused a gross change in the global shape of the molecule. Two terms are used to describe the geometry of the molecule. One is conformation, and another is configuration. Molecular conformation refers to atomic arrangement which can be developed strictly by rotation about covalent bond, such as shown in figure 9 and 10. For example, molecular conformation are associated with global shape of molecule. They can be thought of description of molecular microstructure. See figure 9 and 10, we just go for that. Where it goes. Yeah, where it goes, 9 and 10. This is figure 9. See, it is a carbon atom and those are the hydrogen. So these hydrogen can rotate. Suppose this hydrogen take place now here, then it is shifted here. Now it is shifted here. So in this way it can rotate when it is in a liquid state. It is easy to rotate those hydrogen atom to centering the carbon atom. So that is why it is told here that molecular conformation referred to a atomic molecular arrangement which can be developed strictly by the rotation about the covalent bond. Such those are shown in figure 9 and 10. For example, molecular conformation are associated with the global shape of the molecule. They can be thought of as the description of molecular microstructure. Two extreme conformations are often discussed in a literature: the planar zigzag conformation. The planar zigzag conformation and random coil conformation for polyethylene are shown in figure 14-15. See, this is this is see the zigzag pattern. The zigzag pattern, it is called the zigzag conformation of polyethylene. If in that zigzag way the structure is created, then it is called the polymer, and it is called the random coil conformation. See, randomly coil type. See, in a coil type it is created. It is called random coil. Very good note. Everything is written over here, and very easy language too. This is important. Another thing. Lots of time this question is come. Whenever you go the Jan Brothers book, you will find that the glass transition temperature. The effect of temperature on a microscopic stiffness of the both thermoplastic and thermostat polymer is shown in schematically in figure 17. This is, see the graph. Okay, now read here and we match with this graph. Both type of polymer behave as a similar fashion, except that at high temperature thermoplastic melt. We already told the polymer which is melt, it is called thermoplastic. The modules 0, whereas thermostat do not, it is not melted. Note that all polymer exhibit a decrease in stiffness near a characteristic temperature called the glass transition temperature. That means what? See that. It is the glassy region. You increase the temperature. This curve is for temperature. See, here some down is started. Now this is another fall is started. Now from here thermoplastic is melted and the thermostat remain go. So that all the polymer exhibit a decrease in stiffness near a characteristic temperature. It is called glass transition temperature, Tg. That means, see here in the here it is the stiffness, that means the strength, the log of modulus. See, at that temperature, both of case for thermostat and thermoplastic, it is drastically reduced. The stiffness is reduced now. The stiffness is now this much. So this temperature is called the glass transition temperature, Tg. And when this question is come, you have to draw this graph to your answer. Okay. Now glassy resin and this is the rubbery resin. Rubbery resins means the elasticity. You told me na, rubber is the example of the polymer. So this is the rubbery resin and this is the glassy resin, glass type. Okay. So in that particular temperature, suddenly the stiffness of the polymer is decreases. These temperatures, particularly this temperature, is called the glass transition temperature, or it is referred by Tg. Now occasionally the Tg is called the alpha transition temperature also. It is the log of modulus, stiffness, the strength, the stiffness, the log of modulus. Yeah. Now for the thermoplastic, the decrease in the stiffness may be enormous, 1 to 2 order of magnitude, while a decrease also occurs for thermoset. Typically, the decrease is not so large. Roughly speaking, the Tg indicates the temperature at which the polymer is transformed from relative glassy and brittle solid to relatively rubbery and ductile solid. Is it clear? Now, in Tg, glass transition temperature, a hardy polymer is converted to soft one. That is why glassy and brittle solid to relatively rubbery and ductile solid. This particular temperature is called glass transition temperature. This transition is due to an increase of mobility of large segment of the main polymer chain. That is, when a polymer has been heated, the Tg, the associated increase in average molecular spacing, result in a sharp decrease in secondary bonding force, allowing segment of polymer molecule to each slide past each other. The glass transition typically occurs over a temperature range 10 to 15 degrees centigrade. Many polymer exhibit secondary transition temperature, especially those with the complex repeat unit and branches.